Here are the top 3 things that I've purchased in my journey as an entrepreneur that are totally worth every dime. Number 1, you guessed it, my Lamborghini. Yes, I've heard it all. Lamborghini, oh, never buy a supercar, never buy a brand new car, terrible investment, depreciating. I know, I've heard it, I got it. Chill. But at the same time, people don't understand about cars as an entrepreneur, especially in my business where I coach people on finances, I coach people on wealth, I coach people on how to grow their brands, and in reality, there's nothing better in regards to a marketing tool than owning a supercar like a Lamborghini. It's the best marketing tool you'll ever have. I don't care what anyone says. When you have a Lamborghini, it gets more views, it gets more likes, it gets more comments, and that's not even why I bought it. I bought it just because I fucking wanted it. Because to me, that was a symbol of what I had worked for. That's something I've always wanted since I was a kid. And by buying that, it resonated with me and it sits with me that I did it. I set out to accomplish a goal, a very, very, very expensive goal, and I did it. And every time I get in that Lamborghini, I feel something. I feel motivated, I feel inspired, I'm excited, I love driving that car. Just by looking and seeing it, it reminds me of what I've been through and what it took to get there. And yes, it has the bull, the raging bull, and obviously that goes very well with my brand, but I love the Lamborghini. It's one of the best things I've ever purchased. And honestly, I don't care what anyone says about the money. I don't care. If you can't afford a Lamborghini and not worry about the money, then you can't afford it. Don't buy it if you can't afford it. But when you can't afford it, absolutely buy a Lamborghini, buy a supercar, because it's totally worth the money. Absolutely. Number 2, mentorships. Mentorship should probably be number 1 in regards to how important it is, but that's just the second one that comes to my mind. I've invested hundreds of thousands of dollars in courses, programs, mentorships, inner circle groups, networking. I've dropped thousands of dollars just to have a dinner with people. I've dropped tens of thousands of dollars just to have a 2-night experience with mentors and just learn from them just for a few hours. And yes, every dollar of it was worth it because I either learned something good or I looked at it and I learned something bad. I was always learning and I was increasing my network, and the people who I met in their networks was totally worth it because they inspire me, they've helped me, they've made small tweaks and changes. And a lot of times it's not the big things that you need fixed in your business, it's the small things. And you're not gonna know that unless you invest in a mentor. The most dangerous information is the information you don't know. And if you don't know, then you can't do. So go invest in mentors and business and masterminds and courses. Anyone who ever shits on a course or selling a course is a moron. Selling courses is an incredible way because it takes what that person has learned and all their knowledge and it shrinks it down to a confined lesson that you can learn. Courses, I've bought not hundreds, but I've bought so many courses. I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars on courses and I learned something from it. Most people who don't get anything from a course are probably just the ones who didn't actually do anything from it, because you know how many people buy a course and then don't actually not only go through all the videos on it. I see the percentages. I know they don't go through all the videos on the course, then they want to complain to me later that it doesn't work. When I'm looking at it, I say, you're only 15% of the way through it, and it shows me that. And it's one thing to actually go through the course, another thing to go out and apply it. It's so much different. And if you just have the balls to do it and apply what's being learned there, even if it's a lesson learned in the wrong way, it's still a lesson learned. It's still a step moving forward. So I would absolutely say mentorships, courses, programs, inner circles, masterminds is definitely one of the most expensive things I've invested in, but it's hands down worth the money. Number 3, my private gym. I recently purchased my own private gym because I hate going to work out at other gyms. I hate going and waiting for other people. I hate like there's other people around me. I do not like it. I wanted to have my own gym. So I went out and I purchased my own gym. A full gym set. You can see it here in the office. It's in the bullpen. I work out here every morning, and this is a place, it's become my place of peace and zen in a way, but I get to be myself. I get to, you know what, if I want to yell while I'm lifting weights because it's heavy, I get to fucking yell, and I don't get to worry about what anyone else is saying because it's heavy. I'm going to yell. I'm going to get some anger out this morning. I'm going to get in the right mindset, and I'm going to push myself, and I'm going to do that, and I can do that on my own without ever having to worry about other people or being courteous of others. fuck that. I'm working out. I'm trying to become stronger. I'm going to war in that moment working out. So I wanted my own gym, and it's very, very expensive. And the place I use to rent it out here at the Bullpen, again, very expensive, but 100% worth the money to have your own place where you can go, be yourself, and let out everything that's in you and get your day started right.